is right before you get to the bridge. The DEA man came across late in the evening, came to Falling a drink. It wasn't him, he died. They had to told him to bring him by that very moment. I'm challenging the people of Nimba. We don't want to vote. We are asking you to let bygones be by. There's a lady in town here who was renting in a Nimba lady's house, but she refused to confess that she's a crown person. And they were so nice living together. But the minute that woman says she's crown, the woman told her to leave. Those are the problems that we have. But in the meantime, we have Nimba people in Bolletown, George Bolletown, the town there, the town chief is from Nimba. We don't flinch, we don't bow our head when we actually accept it. When we accept it, we accept it.
I come to your office, you come to my office, you didn't tell me. We prefer to bring out to the public to say we are killer and we kill somebody. This is not good. During this gone election, you made a statement regarding Honorable Coon, who is now the vice president of the Republic of Liberia and president of the Liberian Senate. You admonished the Grand Judeans not to vote for a killer. You rather vote for we. Today, everything has changed. He is our vice president. He's the president of the Liberian Senate, before whom we sit as he presides. We are the elders from the two counties that fought themselves. The war is over. Everyone in this Senate met me here, and I'm still here.
Go ahead.
I have worked with every senator from Grand Judah, the representative Joe, Honorable Joe Penner. He's the first I got to know when we went to Winnipeg, Ghana. And people said to him, don't sit by that murderer. He said, but our people killed them too, the war is over. I'm going to sit by him. He sat by me. And then we are here. We've come a long way. I have worked with every senator, Asa Yanibo, Marsha Dennis, Alfonso Gay. All we try to keep the peace. Not one soldier, not one senator from Grand Judah had ever talked bad about any of us in this country. Today, you have indicted the people of Nimba again, or poisoning someone from Grand Judah, or not allowing Grand Judahs to migrate. Everyone is allowed to migrate whatever country you want to go to. If you keep yourself conservative, you don't travel and settle there, well, it's up to you. But I want you to please, I beg you, to maintain the peace in your spoken words and all that you do. What you said today was a disgrace to the people of Nimba. I've been here long. That did not come to the attention, to our attention. Honorable Zopena was any Grand Judah person in Nimba country that you know of, you didn't tell us? Okay, I'm just hearing it. Please maintain the peace. God bless you.
The things Zanzankawa doing, no. If our young person was doing it, Zanzankawa was going to scare them with cartel that nothing inside. They ain't get nothing inside. No power, no traditional power inside, nothing. Any traditional chief that gets smartphone and roller watch.
I think you said
Right. Any traditional chief, as in the sense of soul and body and traditional chief, that got cell phone, that smartphone, will watch that.
who has that?
Zanzankawa. That papa is smart and he just using job we are in his own. That man that I know traditional man. Zanzankawa.
Say they got to take it easily.
Hey, please, I'm speaking as senator. That man is greedy. He's unprincipled. He using these people in the name of traditional chief. He get no power behind him. He have power behind him. Where Merikawa was going to win. He can't even make a web win in Delta number 2 in Grandmaster Canada. He didn't want to make sure we are win.
Wake up from your sleep. My sister, too long, we've been in our sleep.
Okay, so another brand new day in the nation's capital, Monrovia. Let me say good morning, and good morning again, and welcome to the program Sky Morning Live here on Sky 107.1. As a matter of fact, today is the last edition for the week. I remember telling you last week that we'll try to do some rebranding on the program. Hopefully, if all goes well, who knows? Maybe we'll be coming to you on a Friday, or maybe. I'm about to say maybe. But as it stands now, today's edition is the last edition for the week of this week. So good morning and welcome to the final edition of this week. My name is Julius Boki. I'm your regular host. Today, the 20th day of June 2024. Yes, we are here. A lot of things to talk about. 8 o'clock, we'll take a musical break because our VOAs, they still having small problems. So we cannot bring the VOA news at 8 o'clock. And at 8:05, 8:10, I promised you the beginning of this week that I will invite MC Caro. MC Caro going to be my guest at 8 o'clock this morning, 8:05, this morning after the break. And then we're going to talk about a lot of things, her musical career, how they started, and, how she sees the industry. And then we'll conclude on her album. She has an album that I think it's titled Stay Poor. I think something like that. But she will tell us. So basically, this morning, we're going to, from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, we're going to be talking purely entertainment. And I know some of you don't like the too much politics. So sometimes you got to switch your attention to entertainment, other stuff, other social activities, and then we can move on. But we hear a lot of things about this medtech. Sometimes I don't like to talk about these things, because sometimes I just wonder how our leaders, will sign some contracts and then at the end of the day, they start to regret. And that's one thing for me, I'm just simple. I don't like to do something and just regret. So before I do it, I will give it a careful thought. I look at it on different sides of it. But what do we do? That's the leaders we put there. So there's this thing about medtech. They got a medtech and a medtech Liberia, medtech Dubai, and I'm told that it is owned by a father and a son. A father and a son. Wow. Well, I try to do some inquiries. Actually, we try to do some inquiries. Our reporters on the field, both at the legislature and outside there, try gathering some information. So I think somebody said yes, medtech are two different medtech. One is medtech Liberia, and one is medtech Dubai, and they are all operating at the port, Freeport Monrovia, collecting money from Liberians. So I wonder, how will you have two different medtech in this country, and then they're collecting money from Liberians, But sometimes, that's how it is, And I'm told that the same person that owned Beaver is the same person or family that owned medtech. And that's why from Beaver now, it came to medtech. And then medtech now is divided into two. One for the father, one for the son. So they call it medtech Liberia and medtech Dubai. This country is interesting, actually. This country is interesting. But I'll talk to somebody who will give us detail about that, who is furnished with all of the information to tell us exactly what's going on at the Freeport of Monrovia. Is it true that they have medtech Liberia or medtech, that they have medtech Liberia and medtech Dubai? Is it true? And the person will furnish us with some information about medtech. In fact, we are told that they don't even have a fitting office. They have a staff of 25 persons, and a lot of things, man. A lot of things. I don't want to just let it cut out of the bag. Sorry, but that the guy will talk to us. Mr. Lawrence Cole will talk to us via phone this morning to probably verify or authenticate exactly what I'm saying, because we don't talk too much on this program. We will talk it. We'll have the facts. That's what we'll do. But anyway, that's it. So welcome to it. This morning, MC Caro going to be here. She just sent me a message that she's on her way already. I know she's going to be here because she and I had a lengthy discussion. When was it? On Friday of last week. We had a lengthy discussion. We met one-on-one, sat together, and had a discussion, and then we started communicating, and she consented. You know, most often people want to come on a show on Saturday because Saturday is the entertainment time. So I said, no, this one you have to come on Thursday. I mean, on Thursday morning. And Saturday, I know, Saturday, by the grace of God, I'm going to be having what you call MC Car, not MC Caro, but Favonic. Favonic should have been here last Saturday, but had a technical problem. So I'm hoping that she'll be here. Even this guy, Jojo Pangjaguru, should have been here too that same Saturday, but the same technical problem. So I'm hoping that this coming Saturday, I'll have them in studio. So welcome, folks, and welcome to it. Yes, if you are there, you can follow us on our Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia. Follow us also on Liberia Public Radio. The YouTube channels are Sky FM and TV Liberia. And then you go to on the YouTube also, you can find us on Liberia Public Radio. So we are all on both YouTube and Facebook. Following us this morning, we say thanks to all of you. I'm going to be connecting Mr. Lawrence Cole. Mr. Lawrence Cole have a bit of information about this Medtech thing. And I mean, from what we've been seeing, even though the host invited them, and the last time I heard one of the representatives telling two persons that represented them that you are all Liberians and you came here representing Medtech and blah blah blah. No, for me, sometimes I don't talk this thing because you know why? I think our leaders who sign these agreements should be cautious enough, wise enough to know who exactly and what exactly they are signing, who owns all of these companies, and that's the beauty of it. But if you finish signing and then you got some government officials who are in favor and others are not in favor, and that's how it is. And that this Liberia, right? Let me connect to Mr. Lawrence Cole this morning so that he can give us a bit of information about the whole Medtech Liberia and Medtech Scientific. He'll give us a rundown of it because he did extensive research and he knows about everything. Yes, we would try our best maybe to get to Medtech as well. But let me see if I can get Mr. Lawrence Cole on the line. If he's on the line, I will get him. but that's a reality. Research has shown that this is how they are. Let's go to the line. Go, Mr. Cole, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Julius. How are you?
Man, long time, bro.
I'm here. God marry me, my man. God looking after this country.
Since you left this entity, you don't even pass by. What's the problem, man? You once upon a time served as TV director here.
Well, I was there a few days back. Well, don't try to pull my leg, man. I beg you. Don't make T-Max call me this morning and start blasting on me.
But that's it, man. Long time. I thought you were not in the country, man, because I know you to be somebody who was almost like a Bolivar traveler. Anyway, welcome, my man. Lawrence, we've been doing some research. We've been hearing this, if you want to say hula baloo about Medtech, and they operate at the Freeport of Monrovia. What do you know about Medtech specifically?
Medtech, let me understand. Which one of the Medtech now? Medtech Liberia Limited, Medtech Dubai, or Medtech Scientific?
And that is where I'm confused. We want to talk about. So if you have an idea about Medtech in general and how they are divided, you can tell me.
Well, it's rather unfortunate that we as a government would allow ourselves to be used or join the outside world to use us. Because I mean, I was confused, and from the angle of the civil society, I was confused before when the government canceled the contract of BVAC.
Okay.
All right, for several reasons. But to our utmost surprise, the same owner of BVAC is the same person who owns Aden Medtech Liberia Limited. So
let's take it bit by bit. So that means that BVAC was transformed to Medtech Liberia.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
Now, we spoke about it, but the powers that be at then didn't listen to the people. So Medtech Liberia Limited was established for several reasons. And you know, when the contract states that they are supposed to make some investment at the Freeport of Monrovia,
okay,
as it relates to storage of container and scanning and all of that, before they can start to collect money. But upon signing their contract, instantly they started collecting money at the Freeport of Liberia,
Mm,
of Monrovia.
okay.
Now, this was another hula baloo, and their accounts were frozen by the then government.
Okay.
But I don't seem to understand. But the same government froze the account and then give room to Medtech again to institute Medtech Dubai.
So wait. Are you confirming that they have Medtech Liberia or in Medtech Dubai?
There is Medtech Liberia at the Freeport of Monrovia.
Mhm.
There's Medtech Dubai at the Freeport of Monrovia.
Mhm.
There is Medtech Scientific Service at the Freeport of Monrovia.
So what's the difference? All the Medtech like Dubai, Liberia, and Scientific. What's the difference? I mean, are they owned by a single person?
Yes, they are owned by a single individual, but operating on a several different heads. This is the reason why I don't know if you followed the Senate hearing recently.
Yeah,
That
partially.
was postponed, and I was angry at the Senate for even postponing it. That was gross disrespect to the Senate. Medtech Liberia Limited is sitting there. Medtech Dubai is sitting there. Medtech Scientific is also sitting there. But none of them went with their CEO. No, I mean, then they say it's because of health reasons. For God in heaven's sake, is that not an insult to the Senate?
But it sent two persons to represent them.
My brother, when you are calling for institutions of this nature, it's not the director of procurement or public relation or public relation that goes to sign these contracts. These contracts are signed by CEOs.
Okay.
So when the Senate sent for you, you're not going to send your PRO to go stand in front of the Senate. That was a gross disrespect to the Senate. But let's come to it, right?
Yeah, good.
This Medtech company, I mean, they've been here operating at BVAC for over 22 years. They cannot account for an office space.
Are you kidding
So
me?
how can our government, in its own right mind, right, give a contract to these kind of people? You operated over 22 years. You don't have an office space.
So how do they operate if they don't have office space?
They operate in the space of the Freeport of Monrovia.
Oh wow!
Right? If my brother, man, let's go to space.
Is it part of the contract to operate within the Freeport of Monrovia?
Well, there are some things that can be thwarted and twisted. So I don't want to pull the government's leg into that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But because of the incapacity, I think that's the reason why they only have 25 staff. They take 7 days to do 1 day's work, right? Because they do not have, I mean, an organized structure, right? In time past, we spoke about GTMS. I'm 100% sure, we were very critical on them. So when this Medtech team came out, we also took off time to study them. And I think it was one of the biggest mistakes we made as a country. Honestly.
But why do you think the Liberian government is still holding Medtech? Do you suspect any government officials who are supporting Medtech? Because the last time I checked, we got to know that the government is divided in a way that there are some government officials who are heavily supporting Medtech. I don't know whether Medtech Liberia, Dubai, but let's say Medtech in general, and there are some officials who are against Medtech. What is going on? What do you think is going on in the government? For which the Medtech team has even reached to the House of Representatives and inviting them, and then they could all go say have issue.
Politics is a very huge world. It's a very huge game. Definitely, the government is divided. All right. We're still trying to get the confirmation on the commerce, our current commerce minister as being the godson to the owner of Medtech.
You mean Ami Moda?
Yes.
Okay.
We're still trying to get the truth behind that. And if that is so, that is a conflict of interest. That is a complete conflict of interest. But hey, Friday is the D-Day. We will be there at the Senate again to follow up. But I mean, if all of these that are happening at the Freeport of Monrovia, these people have not been able to yet invest what they were supposed to invest, and our government is still keeping them on book, well, it saddens my heart. because
I
the
think-
business community suffers.
I think there's a breaking news to say Medtech, you have Medtech Liberia, Medtech Dubai, and Medtech Scientific. I don't know. Have you cited the document where they register under one umbrella or separately?
I would love to give you that assignment. PPCC was sitting right there at the Senate. No, let's face the reality. PPCC was sitting right there at the Senate, man. LRA was at the Senate, man. Commerce was at the Senate, man. Medtech Liberia Limited is sitting there. Medtech Scientific Service is sitting there. Medtech Dubai is sitting there.
Separately.
Separately. They were all sitting there.
Oh, wow.
So for God in heaven's sake, like the Senate said, they are trying to authenticate the legitimacy of of these institutions.
Yeah.
But trust me, I mean, I don't know. I don't believe the Senate should even be going through this. The first thing, there was a breach of contract. You have to build certain structures before you start to collect money. That was not done. They started collecting money.
So why you would suggest should the Senate or the Liberian government review the contract or terminate it immediately?
The first thing, it should be terminated. If we say we are shutting this institution down because of XYZ reason, then I take it and give it to all this. Okay, Julius, I'm shutting your show down because you are not being fair. Then I take the same show and give it back to you, Julius.
Will that not be a breach of contract legally?
Legally,
that's what I'm looking at. The picture is,
but
that's a contract signed. So
the legality here was already broken by them. Build certain structures before you start to collect money, and that was not done. That hasn't been done, and now they're collecting money. My brother, Freeport is an open door. Anybody can go there.
Wow.
Anybody can go there. It's an open policy. It's an open secret. So yeah.
All right, Lawrence, I will find time next week to have you in studio so we can go detail in this.
I would love to.
Let's wait for tomorrow. Let's listen tomorrow and see what happens. And then maybe next week, anytime I'll call you up and you can appear here. Let's have a lengthy discussion on it.
Most definitely. It will be my pleasure.
Okay, brother. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's the voice of Mr. Lawrence Cole, a good friend and brother, long time friend. I remember Lawrence was in Don Bosco and then I was in Limela. In fact, Lawrence worked here before as director of TV. But that's it. Liberians, you heard it. Now it's clear to me. I will have to maybe next week call our legislative reporter to probably after Friday to tell us whether it's true that they have Medtech Liberia, Medtech Dubai, and Medtech Scientific. And I will also ask him to do a research to tell us whether those companies were registered under one umbrella or they were registered separately. I don't know, but anyway, that's it. This country, that's how it is. If you sign it, someone come and sign a contract and say, look, you need to do X, Y, Z in a contract, and the person spends several years without implementing them, that's a breach of contract. I think that's a breach of contract. So I tell our lawmakers need to be wise enough. The last time we had a custom broker here, Katama complained about the same Medtech. He said a lot of things about Medtech because he works at the port as custom broker. In fact, he was the Secretary General of the Liberia Custom Broker Association, but then he got defeated in the election. So, but he came here, he was clear that Medtech was not operating legally. They are breaking the contracts. So the government need to look in that direction. The last time, he must have had a discussion off air again. So that's it. I want to talk about this PUL 2022 election dispute, but no time now. So we'll hold this for next week. And next week, hopefully, I'll try to bring in a team from Daniel Yankona and a team from Julius Conaba. But let's go to this newspaper quickly and bring the headlines here. The Independent Probe says Liberia Trial Court Council PUL 2022 disputed election order to rerun. But I heard that Daniel Yankona took an exception. Where will they go? Maybe run to the Supreme Court of Liberia. Let's wait and see. As I said, next week we'll have a lot of things on our plate to discuss here. I want to call on Daniel Yankona and then call Julius Conaba, but the time is not permitting me, folks. Sorry for that, but I think it's good that you people hear this. The trial court in the Banga City have cancelled the PUL 2022 disputed elections, and in fact order a rerun of that election. Yes, and that was one thing that King Conover was ready after to rerun it, and Daniel Yankona and the rest said that look, the election was free and fair, so there's no need to rerun it. So they said they won the election, but let's wait and see what happens. What happens next week? I will try to get the two of them, if not in studio, maybe get one of them in studio, and then get the other on the phone. Folks, good morning and welcome. This is Sky Money Live on Sky 107.1. We've got 2 minutes to 8 o'clock. Yes, I'll be expecting MC Caro soon in the building. Let me take a musical break. When we come back, MC Caro going to be my guest, man. I'm waiting for her. I want for MC Caro to be here. Yeah, she's a good friend. Her father is my good friend and brother. And she never knew that her father was my good friend and brother until I think her grandfather or grandmother, one of them died. And then I attended the funeral. That's where I saw her. She said, "Oh, what you gonna do here?" I said, "You know, your father, my friend." That was a few years ago. Anyway, sometimes I call the father, Mr. Gapumo. Good morning to you this morning, man. Good morning. Your daughter gonna be here live this morning in the studio. But let's bring you this song by MC Caro. Yeah, she got a couple of new songs. She sent them to me yesterday. I'm trying to see I can download. Some of them not downloading anyway, but she can't. We'll handle that. But let's bring it the one by MC Caro. I love this song so much. Sache Cry. Yeah, you know, see Sache again crying, no. Today, Paul come on entertainment.
What LB I would have come up biggie.
Sache Cry, as I salute.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
Every Sache Cry, as I salute.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
Every time, when I call your phone, busy line. Every time, when you're not doing something, you're not here. You support the time you say, you support the time you say, you just want you to. You support the time you say, you support the time you say, how you want it to be. You support the time you say, you support the time you say, you just want you to. You support the time you say, you support the time you say, how you want it to be. Missing you, pick up the phone, I'm calling you, shit is getting serious, where are you, right on my mind, no one but you, Guess not about you, you don't have no clue, tearing me to pieces, what the heck did I do, I got emotions, you got conscience, this feeling is out of potion, so why you lock my heart and care to keep, this whole time, me I know you don't care about me, I know, every time, when I call your phone, busy line. Every time, when you're not doing something, you're not. You support the time you say, you support the time you say, you just want you to. You support the time you say, you support the time you say, how you want it to be. You support the time you say, you support the time you say, you just want you to. You support the time you say. You support the time you said how you wanted to be. I wish I didn't say I love you. I said to God, I really wanna touch you. Got me acting like a fool, yeah, for you. Fool, yeah, for you. Where you at? Pick up the phone because I'm in there. Let's ask so little, yeah, yeah. I so little, yeah, yeah. You support the time me. You support the time me. Say you don't want you let. You support the time me. You support the tummy. How you wanna to be? You support the tummy. You support the tummy. Every time. You support the tummy. Crazy line. You support the tummy. Every time. How you wanna to be? When you're not doing something, you're not. You support the tummy. Say. You support the tummy. Say you just want you to. You support the tummy. Say. You support the tummy. Say how you want it to be. You support the tummy. Say. You support the time you say you just want you to. You support the time you say. You support the time you say how you want it to be.
Smart K on the beat.
Begin at tuneslikebeer.com.
MC Caro. Knowledge. Individual ENT. The one I let out in the fed. Looking people in the chest. Talking all in the best. When my leg with a ding, oh,
talking to you. I am not talking to you. Yeah, I'm not talking to you. Go caca and fuck the gap. All of this in the wall, I make get it back. Then I wanna be a flip to be. I can do any evil thing to be in the street. Then they talking they can do please. Who was she? What were you when we were we? Then I baby man, I woke up back. Watch you see your friend and talking to you. Huh? You better get your baby when you get. Why are you tinty or you eat beef? The only thing you my job free. So I hit a shit. They said again, I am a yama, we were festive. I want to tell me, I want to make it hit. I want we call it everybody to catch on the road. Yo, I'm a queen of diva. Anytime I see your man, I can tell you. I just be rapping on your back. I do anything that'll keep us satisfied. Yo, and now you choose the movement. And now you watching me on the pit of fair.
Speaking at tuneslikebeard.com.
And sick Carol. Knowledge. Individual ENT. They wanna let us in the fag. Choking people in the chest. Talking all in the best. Why my nigga with a dento? Now open to a just a vento. She be acting like she used to. The man like you wear the grip. I'm a stuck, we need a fry. I hope you know your mind and pie. Don't say I call you on the side. Before you chuck it in your eyes. I'm a bunny on the stereo. They be talking and I do it. I saw you put up by yesterday. They will tell you said I'm messed up. They just been getting around ya. They will tell you in a tear. But I don't better want the best. Then you will get it on the air. They be born from real land. They will say how much you get. I saw you can and you step up. Then they will say you're out of here. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. When you see my team and you my papa, hey, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I have plenty talking, don't come again, yeah. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. When you see my team and you my papa, hey, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I have plenty talking, don't come again, yeah. I'm not talking to you. Go caca and fuck the gap.
Okay, so while we're still waiting for MC Carol to arrive in the studio this morning, I'm gonna be playing a couple of songs. Oh yeah.
Who is she? What were you?
I'm not talking to you, man. I love this song so much. And today's a birthday of little Clarence Miracle Mensah Jr. And of course, it is a happy birthday to you, your mother, Mrs. Patience Mensah, for Sky Communications Incorporated, Sky FM, and Sky TV. It's thinking about you this morning. That's you, little Clarence Miracle Mensah Jr. Happy birthday to you. Your father, Clarence Mensah Sr., and your mother, Patience Mensah, all thinking about you this morning, including your siblings. And I say all of them happy birthday to you, son. But if I know the Mensahs can do small things. They will have better penny for their birthday. Small boy birthday, Japan. Patience Mensah, happy birthday to the little boy, man. Back in the studio, man. How you beginning that? And so shortly, MC Carol gonna be here. We even do what telling me, no problem. I know she will come. She sent me messages on her way. No, too soon for her. Call her so soon. Early in the morning, man. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. MC Carol gonna be here. Sky Money 11, Sky 107.1 FM. So wherever you are, Mr. Good morning to you. When you see my team, my papa, hey, she's not talking to you. She's not talking to you.
When you see my team, you my papa, hey, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I have plenty talking, don't come again, yeah. I'm not talking to you. Go caca and fuck the gap. All of this in the wall, I make get it back.